Hello everyone, Derrick Douglass of Thrift Store Remix. I hope everyone is having a great and wonderful day. In this segment, we're going to again talk about my current office redo. If you recall, last week I started the process of redoing my office. The goal again for me is to have a space where my wife and I can both work, but also a space that's very creative. I did two major things last week. And the first was to move my lockers around. I took the two sets of lockers and put them on the left and right side of the back wall to give a little more space, and I moved the other one to the other side. And then additionally, I put the Journey is Everything up on the top of my closet door to again add a little more impact into the room. So today I'm going to talk about some of the changes that I recently made, and finally some thoughts on what my next steps are going to be, but then also talk a little bit about some of the challenges that I think I have and will have in front of me. So yesterday I caught a great find. I bought a glass top desk from someone. I got it off of Craigslist. Great find. It's a great place to find great things. And it cost me $55. I wanted a glass top desk because, again, it's a small space, and one thing we know about glass is since it's transparent and translucent that we can see through it, and it makes the space look much larger than it actually is. Secondly, I did the globe up top, and I'll show you what that looks like because I wanted to have more of a colorful impact in the room. Color is my challenge. I want it to be industrial, but also I want it to be comfortable in the room so that I want to have some of those earth tones, which is the red and yellow that you see currently in the room. So I'll show you what that looks like a little bit later. And then thirdly is I created some great pictures. I took some photographs about a month or so ago, went to Snapfish and had them printed out. I found some great steel backs to put it on, and I put those up on the. I'm going to eventually put those up on the wall, and again to give it more industrial feel, but also I wanted to add some additional color, and you see what that color looks like. I think the next thing I want to do in the room, I'll probably do it in a week or so, is I want to continue to take the pictures and put them and hang them up on the wall. And also, I bought this great graphic from a local company that says handmade thing in the material world. And I'll actually show you what the prototype looks like, and that should come within a week or so. And again, my goal is to add some impact to the room to make it look much more interesting. Now, it's been a lot of work. I've really enjoyed it, and it's lots of fun. And if I had to think, my biggest challenge that I know for me is that a lot of the objects in the room are black, they're industrial, or they're gray. A lot of it's a computer room, so a lot of the products come in those colors. But again, I want to add a little more feel to the room and to the area. So my challenge is how to go ahead and go back to doing that. And I'm hoping to get some great suggestions from you guys. So take a look and tell me what you think. And please feel free to hit me up on Facebook at www.facebook.com/thriftStoreRemix, or go ahead and shoot me an email at thriftstoreremix.yahoo.com. So in the next segment, I'm going to show you some of the changes that I made. Take care and have a wonderful day. Hello everyone, Derrick Douglass once again from Thrift Store Remix. And in this second video of my home office redo, I'm going to take you around and show you some of the changes that occurred since the last time I shot a video. Again, in the back of my door is my Pushpin Conspiracy Project, where I put up all of the things that I want to kind of get out of the way but have a way of organizing. Not much changes in this section of the room. Once again, the Journey is Everything, which is a piece that I recently purchased. I put on top of the closet doors. Last week, I don't know if you recall, but these two items, which are the closets, these lockers that I purchased from Borders, were originally over in this spot, but I moved them over to this side of the room and moved this one over here. I thought it would be better uses of the space and make it look a little more open. And what I store in here, which is a great idea, I used to store my shoes in here, but now these are the items and the tools that I use to build my products. Lisa M had a great idea, and it's something that I've already been doing, is I take a lot of the mementos and items in my life that are important to me, and I put magnets on the backs of them, and I put it onto this metal piece, and I hang them up here, so every time I open up the door, I can take a look at those items. And interestingly, you see my computer is down here. Now, this was a great item that I recently picked up, and this is one of the recent changes in the room. It's a glass top desk. It's originally from IKEA, but I bought it off of Craigslist, and as everyone knows that Craigslist is a great place to find used items, especially if someone's moving, you might be able to pick up a good deal. This was originally $70, but I managed to talk a lady into selling it to me for $55. The great thing about this desk is that because this space is small, that now since it's translucent, you can let more of the light flows through, that it actually makes the room look a little bit larger. And I don't know if you recall, if you take a look at the previous video, the first video, I have a wooden oak desk, and it's a great desk. I picked it up for free, and I'm going to probably keep it for a long time because it means something to me. But in this space, because I wanted, again, a more modern feel, and to make it look more open, I thought a glass desk would be more conducive to the overall look of the room that I was trying to accomplish. And I hope you like it. A great additional thing is not only to make it look modern, but it's a little more table space than the previous one. And as you can see, I'm running 3 monitors and 2 computers and all the other stuff that I do, so the space is actually going to work out for me. And the great thing is, believe it or not, I've had this particular chair for about 4 years now, and you can't tell me that if you look at it, these two didn't look like they came as a set. So it's finally coming together in my overall look, because all the pieces now flow and they all make sense, and therefore you can't tell that they weren't actually brought separately. Also, additionally though, again, this was one of the changes that I made. I put these 2 lockers on this side. I broke them apart, and interesting enough, there was a lot of work to do it because I didn't know that these are actually a set and they were supposed to be together. And that the one side over here, and I actually have some pictures of what I had to do this, and I'll post those on the website, but I had to do some funky things to actually get these 2 things apart. But I think, again, if you look at the overall look of the room, it makes it look more cohesive and a little more open than it was before. Again, this is my futon redo. If you look on the site, you'll see the pictures of this that I did about 2 years ago. I pulled these pillows out of my closet because I love the color of them, but also because of the stripes and the texture. I think it makes it look a little more homely, a little more comfortable. This isn't finished yet, but we're going to continue working on it, and I think I'll bring out a little more of the color, a little more of the texture into the room. This is a project I'm working on. It's not completely finished yet, so I won't unveil it. But again, I took some of these great pictures, and it's industrial. If you take a look at them, one is a spoke and one is a car, but also I want to bring a little bit of color into the room. So I'm going to eventually hang these up, and I think they're going to be just a great, cool addition. I'm also a graphic designer, so I wanted to bring some interesting impact into the room, and this is a decal that I recently purchased, and I'm going to eventually put it up, but I wanted to see what it looked like in the room, and I think it's going to be kind of cool. And it's going to be the first decal, but we'll probably order 2 or 3 more for the room, and just again make it a little more interesting and then more impact. Some of my graphic design projects from school, just to add more impact to the room, to give it something to look at. And then this is my wife's desk. The last thing is this project that I'm working on, and you can't quite see it, but so I'm going to go ahead and post some pictures. But what I did is I colored the dome on top of the ceiling to add a little more color and a little more impact. And because I don't have a lot of money, I thought it'd be a cool way to make it look interesting, add some color, and to not necessarily spend a lot of money. So again, this is the second video. I hope you enjoyed it, and again, I really need your feedback. If there's some things you like, great, tell me that. If there's some things that you think I could do a little bit better, please give me that constructive criticism. Or if there's just any hints or suggestions that you may have, feel free to let me know what they are. I'd love to hear your feedback. I've gotten some feedback from Monica W. and Lisa M. and I think it's just wonderful, and it's really helped my direction. So take care, God bless, and have a good day. Bye-bye.